Hello, you beautiful gods and goddesses. This is Tawanda Van, Celestial Earth Goddess, and I'm going to be talking about letting go of a relationship when it's dead and done. Like a well done steak, for instance. Okay, people. The bottom line is you got to know when to get out. A lot of y'all stay in bad relationships too fucking long. You get red flag after red flag that the shit should be done, but y'all are in that mode like, but I love him, but I love her. We can work it out. Love conquers all. Love can't conquer shit if there isn't respect, trust, faithfulness, all the things that make a relationship great. If you don't have any of that shit, you ain't got no fucking relationship. Y'all just together. I mean, hell, two strangers can be in the same damn spot, which is basically what y'all are. I mean, when we're in a relationship, usually in the beginning it's good, but some shit just get wrong real quick. And I know it's hard to accept, especially when at that point you're in a state of euphoria and all love and roses and shit. But yeah, the shit be done. A lot of times we should have left a relationship months or years before we actually do. And we know it's because emotions are involved, and not just your emotions but your thoughts as well. So and sometimes you will go back and forth, but usually your first thought, which is your intuition, is the right answer. When you come to an epiphany that a shit is done, the shit is done. Some examples: if communication starts to go to damn near zero, the shit's done. Like, if people go out of their way to not talk to you, the shit is done. If when you do talk to each other, the person that you're talking to, or both of you, it doesn't matter which one it is, gets triggered by the least little thing, just call it a fucking loss. Because 9 times out of 10, when people get triggered by simple conversations, it's because they hadn't worked on some shit from the past. That's the bottom line. So you're definitely in a bad relationship in that situation. Excuse me. Ugh, shit wanna start to itch when I'm on camera. Okay, but when people disrespect you, it's done. Don't wait until shit gets so bad for you to end it, because usually when you wait that long, it not only is it harder to end, but it's also harder to let go of the relationship. It's still going to be in your mind even though y'all have officially parted ways, and you don't want to go through that shit. So the first sign of bullshit usually is the best time to get out. Now, there will be situations where you can talk it out and y'all fix the shit. If you're able to fix it and you want to fix it, great. Now, if you don't want to fix it, get the fuck out. Point blank, period. You ain't obligated to stay in a relationship you don't want to be in. Sometimes people fall out of love. Sometimes you just ain't feeling it, and you will know. Sometimes we stay, if the person is a good person, we think we're supposed to stay because we don't want to hurt their feelings. Let me ask you this: what about your fucking feelings? Your feelings don't matter? You love them, okay, that's great, but do you love your fucking self? Because if you don't love yourself more than anyone else, you ain't good for a relationship any damn way. And some of y'all don't know how to take breaks between relationships. You'll be in a perpetual cycle of relationships and wonder why you can't have a good relationship. You actually have to heal in between relationships, because emotions are involved, but that's part of the problem in this society. No one respects emotions, therefore you tend to dismiss the ones you feel, especially the bad ones. Those are the ones you need to pay attention to, because that's an indication that something's wrong and there's something that you need to outgrow. But some of y'all just don't want to do it, and I know this is going to sound harsh, but that's stupid. I'm just going to be real with you. That's stupid. And I'm not just talking about y'all, I'm talking about myself. I've done some stupid shit. I've stayed in shit that way too fucking long. To me, if you stay in one day too long, it's too damn long. Now, fortunately, I've gotten out of relationships quicker than most people, but I still stayed too damn long. You know, uh, Sometimes, even if it was 2 months too damn long, it was too fucking long. And after you get out of the situation, you really, really, really see how fucked up it really was. As the saying goes, hindsight is 20/20. It really is. There's no lie about that. Because you'll start thinking back at some of the things that the person did or said to you, and it's like, did I really let this motherfucker get away with that shit? Now, mind you, I'm a person who's pretty much outspoken and blunt, and I don't just accept any kind of treatment. But at the same time, hell, I'm human. I'm here to have a human existence, right? No matter how much of a goddess I am, I'm still here to learn some shit. No matter how many lifetimes I've lived, I've never lived this one. So, you live, you learn. And I do actually learn. That's the key. Learning. Some of y'all don't learn what you need to learn from your previous relationship. You just blame the other person and you become a bitter, bitchy person. And I'm not being gender specific. I don't give a fuck if you a man. You could be a bitch too. Some of y'all become bitter bitches and get mad at whomever it is that you're naturally attracted to and make it their fault. No, it's not their fault. It's your fucking fault. At the end of the day, you are always the common denominator in your life. And if you stayed with a person that was not conducive to your well-being and you knew it, it's your fucking fault. Take responsibility for what you did or did not do in that relationship and move the fuck on. Because that person showed you who they were and you chose to deal with them anyway. And it's funny how men love to say women are always nagging and complaining about how bad men are. I see y'all doing the same shit. Y'all would call a woman crazy in a minute. You will put all the blame on a woman like your ass wasn't in that fucking relationship. Like you didn't contribute to whatever it was. Motherfucker, at the end of the day, if you with a crazy woman, your ass just as crazy, if not crazier than she is. Because you could have left her ass as soon as you realized how crazy she was. Some men are smart enough to do that. Some of y'all are not. Because you will try to make it work. You can't make shit work with somebody that's crazy. I mean, we all know that shit. Some of y'all are in relationships just because other people say you should be in them. Like, are you really obligating yourself to what somebody else thinks about your life? Your parent, I don't give a damn if it's your parents, your grandparents, your siblings, aunts, uncles, friends, whomever. Just because they think you got a catch, don't mean you got a catch. Maybe that catch wasn't meant for you. Maybe y'all was meant to be in each other's lives to teach each other some shit, and then you move the fuck on. Every relationship is not meant to last forever, and that's okay. And we need to stop expecting that. And besides, we don't own no fucking body. Some of y'all just don't want to let go of people that don't want to hold on to you or don't want you holding on to them. Let go. Let it fucking be. Stop trying to hold a person fucking hostage. They said they ain't feeling it. They not in love with you anymore, or you just not good for them, and they know it and they leave. But some of y'all crazy motherfuckers want to try to harm them, hurt them. Some of y'all be doing fucked up magic on people. Yes, I said magic. I'm not kidding when I say that. That's some real shit. And you don't have to do no hocus pocus type shit. Your thoughts are magic in themselves. And sometimes y'all hold on to people with your thoughts. Let people go. You need to get some deep spiritual healing and stop being possessive and obsessive over people that are not yours. Nobody belongs to anybody anyway. That thing called slavery, it doesn't work out for people. Even the oppressors, it don't work out well for them. We know that shit. We know that shit in real damn life. Look at what the fuck's going on now. Mediocre ass people can't do what they want, so they try to oppress others. But that's another story for another day. Let's see. I'm trying to make sure I don't ramble and repeat myself. Is there anything I left out? Um, but the bottom line is, y'all, know when to say when. Don't feel obligated to be with nobody. And please stop using your kids as an excuse to stay in a bad, fucked up relationship. How is that helping your kids? It's not helping your kids at all. And I'm speaking from the child's point of view because I haven't been anybody's parents yet. So I can only speak from the child's point of view. That's the biggest mistake you can make. And I kind of think some of y'all just using the kids as a fucking excuse to stay there. You really just want to be there for yourself. Because kids are very resilient. They may feel a little disrupted in the beginning, but if you and the other person act like mature adults and explain the situation to them, they will adapt. Because you don't stop being their parents just because you're not together. And I knew this as a child. But then again, I can easily say that I wasn't your average kid. My thought process was very different than a lot of children. You know, that's just the truth. Because even when I was young, elementary school age young, like 9, I had no problem asking adults why they stayed in bad relationships. It's like, especially if they were talking to me about it, it's like, why are you there? If it's not good, then leave. It's not that simple. The fuck it ain't. How is it simple to stay in something terrible? It's simple to stay in a bad relationship, getting cheated on, crying, or just getting your feelings hurt. But it's hard to get out? No, it ain't hard. You making it hard. Life is as easy or hard as you make it. It may feel uncomfortable at first, but that don't mean you shouldn't do it. A lot of change is going to feel uncomfortable sometimes, but guess what? Do it any damn way. And especially, don't let nobody disrespect you. If you don't feel respected in your relationship, if somebody is dismissing your concerns about a relationship and only giving a fuck about how they feel, that's not the person for you. That's definitely not the person for you. Excuse me, y'all. My damn nose is itching. That is definitely not the person for you. Let them motherfuckers go with the quickness. Because, you know, I'm telling you, that emotional and mental stress is a mother. You know, like they say, when they say stress kills, they are telling the truth. Stress can kill somebody quicker than any damn thing. A lot of people dead today because they were stressed out, not because of their eating habits or weight or anything, simply for being stressed the fuck out. That will make you sicker than any damn thing. And a lot of y'all are just slowly dying. You didn't come on this earth to live in hell. Contrary to what some people say, if your life is hell on earth, that's because you made it that way. Don't blame Mother Earth for your bullshit, okay? Life is a fucking adventure. Now, how adventurous you end up being will depend on you. So, if you want to have a great adventure, make good choices. Make great choices. If you with somebody that's not conducive to your well-being, leave them alone. And I'm going to tell you, you're going to feel it. You're going to physically feel it. And I don't feel like you have to be an empath. Now, if you're an empath like myself, you're going to feel that shit with the quickness. That shit will literally make your stomach fucking hurt. And you thinking you sick? Nah, you just in a sick situation. You get out the situation, you'll feel a whole lot better. And I'm serious. You will feel a whole lot fucking better. Don't let nobody fool you. Don't let nobody talk you into staying into something you know you need to get out of. I know at first it may seem you may be a little confused and, you know, constantly tossing the idea of should you stay or should you go. But if you keep on coming back to leaving, leave. Now, leave with grace. Don't leave in a fucked up way. You don't have to disrespect the person or take away their humanity and dignity to leave. You know. Now, even if they're a horrible human being, that don't mean you have to be a horrible human being. You know, just be honest and tell them you just not, that y'all need to be done. You know, if you want to be done with the person, just completely break up. If you feel like y'all make better friends than intimate partners, tell them that. Whatever the case is. But do it regardless. Now, if you're in a dangerous situation, Leave by any means necessary. The rules do not apply in that situation. Get the fuck out as quickly as possible. Ghost that motherfucker. Make it seem like you don't exist on earth. Because they don't need to know where you at. Because them kind of people will follow you to the ends of the earth. Because they psycho. And they think you're a possession. They never saw you as their woman or their man. They saw you as a possession. And men, don't act like y'all ain't out here getting y'all asses whooped either. Some of y'all getting assaulted, brutalized. Y'all need to leave situations too. Just because you a man don't mean you supposed to take shit either. And don't feel embarrassed or bad about it. You know, I don't give a damn if the girl is chihuahua size and you the size of a big ass wolf. The bottom line is abuse is fucking abuse. And if it got to the point where it gets physical, you've been being abused a lot. Because it always starts verbally. You know, verbal abuse will psychologically fuck you up. Because it fucks you up emotionally, mentally, and spiritually. And that's how it leads to physical abuse. Now, some people, they don't get that far, but it don't matter either way. And verbal abuse can be as simple as being insulted. Having your intelligence insulted, that's verbal abuse. Having somebody that don't know how to fucking communicate when they feel some kind of way, that's fucking verbal abuse. Having somebody ration out communication, that's fucking abuse. You know, you may not think it is, but it is. Because that can affect somebody. Emotional manipulation is definitely abuse. It makes no sense how some of y'all out there fucking with people's emotions like that. You need your heads bashed in. I'm so serious. Like, you just a fucked up individual. Okay. I've been on here long enough. I hope you got what you needed to get. And I hope this empowers you to get out of the fucked up situation that you're in. Bottom line, just based on past videos, don't come here talking about what the other person did or didn't do to you. Because at the end of the day, you stayed. You could have left. You could have left sooner than you did. If somebody's making you feel like shit, that is not the person you need to be with. Stop being in a state of victimhood. I think some of y'all like being victims. You like telling that victim story because you want people to feel sorry for you. I'm not that person. I ain't the person to feel sorry for nobody. I'm going to help you empower yourself to get out of a fucked up situation. So if you don't want to be told to get out, if you don't want me to tell you some encouraging shit, I ain't the person to talk to. If you think I'm going to coddle you and then not say anything about your fucked up situation, I'm not the person to talk to. I've been accused of not having compassion. That's a blatant error on those people's parts. I'm just not about allowing you to wallow in shit, you know. Now, you may not like my delivery. That's cool. But as long as it gets you in the mindset of being empowered and loving yourself and getting the fuck out of bad situations, then I don't care if you don't like my delivery. I'm just letting it be known for future reference. You know, I never claimed to be the most tactful person in the world, but I am fucking real regardless. And you'll love me anyway. Okay. Until next time, you beautiful gods and goddesses, I bid you adieu.